All right, something big just happened. I mean, something that has fundamentally changed the software industry overnight. It's a shift that caught Wall Street completely by surprise, and it means we're in a brand new phase of the AI revolution. So let's get right into what went down. Take a look at this number. $285 billion. That is how much value was wiped out from software stocks in a single day of trading. Not a month, not a week. We're talking a matter of hours. And Wall Street moves fast. They've already got a name for it. This isn't just some market dip. Analysts are calling it the SaaS apocalypse, an apocalypse for software as a service. Traders were literally describing it as get me out style panic selling. Okay, so what is this shockwave really? Because this goes way beyond one bad day for the NASDAQ. This is a massive signal that the very foundation of the entire software industry might be cracking. So the whole panic kicked off with just one announcement. The AI company Anthropic put out a new tool for legal teams. And you'd think, okay, legal tech takes a hit. But no, the shockwave hit everyone. Thomson Reuters, a $50 billion giant, dropped 19%. But look at this, DocuSign, Salesforce, these are the titans. The market is screaming that their business models have been fundamentally compromised. And here's the crucial point you have to understand. For the last couple of years, the story was pretty simple, right? AI is this amazing tool that helps software companies do their jobs better, faster, smarter. Well, as of now, that entire story has been flipped on its head. The new narrative is that AI replaces software companies completely. We have just entered phase 2. So what caused this crazy, dramatic shift? Well, it's the arrival of a totally new kind of technology. This isn't something that just helps humans work. It's something that automates entire jobs from start to finish. We're talking about something called agentic AI. And look, these are not the chatbots you were messing around with last year asking simple questions. These are autonomous systems. You give them a goal, like, hey, review this contract for compliance issues. And the AI itself plans the steps, does the work, and gives you the finished product. No human needed in the middle. This right here illustrates the shift perfectly. Traditional software has always been a tool for your employees, a system of record. But these AI agents, they're basically autonomous workers that you hire to get a result. We're moving from buying tools to building a system of agents. And this new technology takes direct aim at the financial heart, the entire business model of the software as a service world. For decades, the software world has run on one thing, the per-seat license. You know the drill. Companies like Salesforce, Workday, Adobe, their huge multi-billion-dollar valuations are all built on charging your company for every single employee who needs to log in. That entire era might be coming to a very abrupt end. And this is the question that every chief human resources officer and every COO needs to be asking themselves right now. Seriously, think about your own budget. Why would you pay for 1,000 seats for a specific software tool when one single AI agent, or maybe a small team managing a few agents, can deliver the exact same outcome, probably even better? So if per-seat pricing dies, what comes next? The new model is all about outcomes. You're no longer going to pay for access to a tool, you're going to pay for the result. You'll pay for the customer ticket that got resolved, the legal brief that was generated, the sales lead that was closed. You're paying for the work, not the tool. Okay, so is this really it? The end of software as we know it? Or is this just a massive knee-jerk overreaction from the market? Right now, two very distinct camps are forming. On one side, you've got the full-on apocalypse view, which Jim Cramer summed up pretty well. The thinking here is that any company charging you a monthly fee for something an AI can now do cheaper or even for free is fundamentally broken. But then you have the skeptics, like investor Jared Sleeper. And his argument is basically that most of the people panicking and selling these stocks have never actually used these complex enterprise tools. They just don't get the deep, messy integrations and human processes that make them so hard to rip out. Their case really boils down to a few key things. First, big software is tangled up in these messy, human-run legacy systems. Second, there's what he calls herd familiarity. It costs a fortune and a ton of pain to retrain your entire workforce. And maybe most important is trust. When your payroll system goes down, you need a human at a company you can call and hold accountable. So here's the bottom line. Regardless of who you think wins this debate in the long run, the ground has already shifted under our feet. And that means every leader needs a new operational playbook starting today. And this isn't some academic theory, okay? This is happening right now. The very same week that those AI legal tools sent the market into a tailspin, T-Mobile laid off 210 leaders. 7 of them were vice presidents. And get this, 4 of those VPs were in the legal department. That is not a coincidence. That is cause and effect happening in real time. So, as a leader, what's the immediate game plan? You have to start shifting budgets. That means auditing and cutting your per-seat software spend, reallocate those funds to AI infrastructure, and, critically, company-wide AI literacy training. The budget for roles that are just about coordinating people needs to shrink, while the budget for specialized people who actually do things needs to grow. And this isn't just about money, it's about your people. Performance management is now basically a sorting tool for AI readiness. I'm not kidding. Companies like Meta and BCG are writing AI usage directly into their performance reviews. Amazon is focusing more on individual output than team credit. The question is no longer just, did you do your job? It's, how well did you use AI to do your job? But here is the massive opportunity in all of this. The most valuable people in this new world aren't just the folks who can code the AI. As Microsoft's Priyanka Kualikar says, the real action is where AI meets people. AI fluency, just understanding how to apply these tools to solve real business problems, that's becoming more valuable than deep technical skill. Which brings us to the final critical question that every single leader has to face. For decades, your company has been built on 2 main things: people and software. But in a world where software is becoming a person, where it can act all on its own, who or what do you hire next?